Hey folks, welcome back. Part 4, I believe. Long awaited, anticipated, heavily medicated just to get here. Nah, medication. I'm not medicated. I probably ought to be to keep my heart rate down because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get unexcited enough about what we're getting ready to do today. Got the new baby. That John Beanland custom built 7mm short action ultra mag mama baby. And we're going to do us a little accuracy testing. Now today we're going to be testing just 1 grain weight bullet, and we're going to be testing it with the same powder charge. We're just going to have the bullets seated at varying depths. What we're doing right now is this powder charge, I've already tested it on different stuff and found it to be a fairly accurate charge. Now we're going to go ahead with varying bullet depth and seating depth, and we're going to see if it makes much of a difference across the wave as far as from starting out at 17 thousandths from jam, not 17 thousandths in the land, not 17 thousandths off the land, 17 thousandths from jam. Totally can't push the bullet no further. We're starting with that static measurement point, and that's where we're going to always stay measuring from, regardless of how the barrel degrades over time. Jam, although it will be a point in the barrel that moves, it's always going to be the point from which we measure. And right now we're starting out, the first load is by comparator length 3.180. That's 17 thousandths off the lands here. The successive 4 loads that we test after it, each one drops back 3 thousandths. The loads get a little shorter each time. And we're going to see what kind of effects that has. We're going to see what kind of results we can get from this rifle. But I got a feeling with everything else it's done so far, I'm going to be happier than a pig in, well, you know, excrement. It's not a family show, and I try to, you know, keep it as family free as possible, especially with everything YouTube does nowadays. But yes sir, we're going to put this rifle out there. We're going to put the target board up there. We're going to get it ready, move the camera out there, set it so we can see what happens, and get ready. Let's see what this rifle can do. I've got a feeling if I do my part, it's going to do it. In fact, there's no doubt. John Beanland, he builds one hell of a fine weapon, and I see that more and more every day from now, my own first-hand experience, the experience of my cameraman himself. Thank you, Mike, for turning me on to this guy.
Yes.
And other people and acquaintances in the group locally. Hats off to them, and hats off to you, John. Let's see what this puppy will do and make the best of what conditions we have. We're running a light wind today, about 10 to 12, sometimes gusting to 14. The direction we're shooting, it's probably coming about 10 degrees off of our right, over our right shoulder. But I don't think it should be too bad. Not with this gun. So without any further ado, send it! Alright folks, we got those 5 test loads. We're using the same powder charge for each one, 58.4 grains. 162 grain Hornady ELDM. We've got 5 loads. We're starting out about 17 thousandths from jam. We're going to work our way back 3 thousandths at a time. Let's see what this puppy really does. Now that's the first round out of a cold clean bore, so there may be some variance between it and the next couple. But not much. Like I said, this setting is 3/17 thousandths from jam, not just in the lands, off the lands, from jam. And I pulled that one, I saw the pip going out. I will call that as a flyer. Alrighty. That barrel's still cold as a wedge. Alright, now we're moving up. 3.177. These are comparator lengths data. We're going to move over to the second from the left. I really wish I had a lead sled, but I'm liking what I see so far. That one felt good, but I might have been moving. I know I pulled that one. But that's what the experimentation's about. That's back in the first hole, and that felt better than the other two. Still got a cool barrel. Hell, let's keep shooting. Alright, we're going to pip in the middle. This is going to be 3.1 174. I think I'm liking this load too.
Sorry, Brad. What?
I said I think I'm liking this load too. I think I pulled that one, but I really think I'm liking what's happening with the rest of them. Well, I have to admit they're all staying pretty well about the same place. They're not jumping around from left to right and all that. They're going just about the same, which is a good thing. Those might be a little too far back, because that felt good. Might be opening up here. Getting in the middle of them nodes. That's going to string back and forth between two little holes. I can already tell you what that one's going to do. All right, last one, far right. Think I'm getting to where I know the personality of this weapon already, Mike.
Sweet.
Out of the 5, this is the shortest overall length. Oh, this is going to be a good one. And I might add, no cleaning is taking place between sets. It's all from start to finish going dirty gun. And this one cams over actually better than the other 4 have. Ooh-wee, baby.
The last one kind of settle in a little better.
They're all settled in when I do my part, but the bolt throw going in is just a little less firm than the other 3, and the bolt throw coming up was very smooth. No hitch in it. Well, so it feels like a really good spot.
With the last one?
That last one, yeah. As far as, and even the first one though, the longest one, it didn't feel bad. None of them really feel bad. It's just that one kind of had that, you know, that feel to it. That feel.
It's nice.
Where you go, yeah, baby, you and I were meant to be together.
That's it.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend like that.
I had a girlfriend like that once. Range is cold. Yeah, baby, I'm liking this. Good. All right, this is the very first ever accuracy testing done with this weapon. First bullet to test for accuracy, a 162 grain Hornady ELDM. First powder to test for accuracy, just the first load set. I am impressed with the grouping so far. Now, this barrel's a 1 8.5 twist. I got a feeling when I throw some 180s, a little heavier VLDs in there, this paper's gonna shine, 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 but I am more than happy. I'm ecstatic almost. And as you heard while I was firing, I could call a flyer, knew I had a flyer before I could ever see it on the paper. And yes, sir, these bullets are, for all intents and purposes, this load would be a one-holer if this rifle was in a ransom rest. But it's just here on this little table. Got about 10 to 11 mile an hour wind, coming about 5-7 degrees off the right-hand side. Shade falling across the target. I think it did a pretty damn fine job of that. I'm happy. I'm happy as hell. What do you think, Mike? Should I be happy?
I think you should.
I think I should too. Anyway, gonna take this home now and give her a cleaning and measure those itty bitty tiny groups. I'm gonna take a little quick shot on them here. Stand by, and you saw what they were doing when they were being shot, but I'll give you a little explanation of the flyers I called, a little after action report on it. Let's check them out. Alrighty then. Our first group, first load to be tested. It's all the same powder charge, just varying cartridge overall length, 3.180. That's a pretty damn fine group if you ask anybody. The next one, I called those 2 rounds as flyers. I knew they flew. I knew I was moving out of the pip when the trigger broke. I'm absolutely confident they'd be right there with those other two if I had done my job. This load is shooting excellent. I knew that one felt weird, but that's 3 rounds in one hole, and you can cover that with my pinky fingernail. Group number 4 moved out just a little. There's 1 in each hole, back and forth, and then it put 2 more. So we're falling off the scene wave there. But number 5, that load just, whew, it drilled. So yeah, I'm not far away from finding perfection on the 162, and then I'll move on to the 168s or the 180s. So yeah, fun.